Run a tiger for the party. I think I'm Meech. What is good, y'all? Let me get everything situated for the live stream tonight. We got a great topic tonight, you guys. We got a great topic tonight. Everybody hit that like button when you're tuning in here. We got some interesting things to talk about. There was a major battle just a few nights ago in Philly. There was a major battle that we're going to be addressing tonight, you guys. Definitely appreciate everybody that's been supporting the channel, watching the new interviews. And tonight we're going to be talking about Geechi Gotti. That's right, Geechi Gotti, the 2018 BET Battle Rapper of the Year, mentioning your boy Mikey T, the movie star. That's what we're talking on tonight. Geechi Gotti, one of the most acclaimed battle rappers, made his way to Philly for an exclusive battle, you guys, for a battle against a rapper from OBH who has been making his name over the last few years within the battle rap circuit. Shout out to Battle Academy. Shout out to Stiz. Shout out to everybody associated with the Battle Rap Academy in Philly because they're doing some big things. And bringing out Geechi Gotti was step one. That's right. Geechi Gotti, a man who has battled the top tier artists in the game, Sue Surf. Damn, was there a seed in that Khalifa Kush? Everybody hit that like button. We're getting into it tonight. We're talking about battle rap tonight, you guys, because my name got brought up again, just like in the past when Black De Niro brought up my name on his diss track against Leak Moss. Tonight, we're going to talk about how my name got brought up by Geechi Gotti, y'all. A couple people had hit me on the gram. A couple people hit me on YouTube, actually. Yo, Mikey T, they're talking about you on the battle rap circuit. I'm like, oh, word? They're talking about me on the battle rap circuit? That's interesting. Who's talking about me on the battle rap circuit? None other than Geechi Gotti, y'all. A man who has seemingly done it all in battle rap to the point now where he's even being a real one and appearing at rising stadiums, rising platforms like the Battle Academy, coming out and doing real battles, a battle with news that's actually more than likely going to put news at the top of his game. You know, when he battled News, it was pretty interesting. I'm sure that's going to drop later this week. So a lot more people are going to hear about this. But there are clips that have surfaced from this battle recently. You know, Geechi Gotti came to Philly for this battle. Compton came to Philly for this battle, you guys. And, you know, I'm not going to call it a Compton versus Philly thing. I'm not going to get ahead of myself. You know, like when Cassidy was battling Hitman Holla, I had mentioned to AR Rab that it was a Philly versus St. Louis thing, and I was absolutely wrong about that. So it's not a Philly versus Compton thing here. This is Compton coming to Philadelphia because Philadelphia is producing some of the top tier battle rappers at the moment. We all see what's going on with Easy the Block Captain. I had done an interview with Easy the Block Captain after they had finished shooting season 1 of Bel Air. I had done an interview with him right around that time while he was heating up, right after he joined Gun Titles. Salute to everybody from Gun Titles as well. You know what I mean? Because Gun Titles was really one of the most formidable stables in the battle rap circuit, man. So I got a lot of respect what they were doing as a combination, Surf, Tay Rock, you know what I mean? All these guys bringing Easy, the block captain, into the equation. Another battle rap clique that I used to mess with was actually NYB, Hollow the Don, Math Hoffa, you know what I mean? Hands, It's Matic, all of the Cortez, NYB. Salute to NYB. Sometimes you still see Math Hoffa wearing the NYB chain. So, guys, Geechi Gotti brought me up in a battle rap. Geechi Gotti actually brought me up in a battle, and we're going to talk about it tonight, man. It's fitting. It is fitting because he was in Philly. You know what I mean? And he knew mentioning me was going to actually get a loud crowd reaction. Very similar to what Black De Niro did when he was in the middle of a bar, you know what I mean? In the middle of putting it on track with Leak Moss. He ran to my scenario. You was in Erie Ave struggling with Mikey T. We're going to get into the whole bar that Geechi Gotti broke down, that he spit, that he used on News, who was there being supported. I believe the other OBH guys were there supporting News, which is dope because I love all the, the ways that OBH is getting to it, you guys. Whether it is rappers, you know what I mean? No disrespect. Leak Moss getting into it on the rap tip. King Erner getting into it on the podcast tip. Razor coming back on the music tip. You know what I mean? Birdo. And then you got News actually doing his thing on the battle rap circuit. So you got to get in where you fit in, man. You got to, even more than just getting in where you fit in, you have to make a lane for yourself. You know what I mean? If I never went out there and started working every single day of the year to get my momentum up, to get my relationships together, I would never be anywhere either. So I got a lot of respect for what News has done over the last 5 years, really integrating himself into the battle rap circuit. It's some real shit, so News gets my respect. And I've told News in the past, if he ever wants to come on the channel, he is more than welcome to come on the channel. And I would like to, put his story out there. But a lot of battle rap, I've done a lot of battle rap on my channel. And people ask, Mikey T, when are you going to do more for battle rap? I'm open to working with any of the battle rap artists out there, man. I'm open to it, to whoever wants to work with me. So Geechi Gotti had said, I respect his block, but I came here for wrecking shit or take a spit. Spread news everywhere like a messy bitch. News had to know. You know what I mean? News had to know going against Geechi Gotti that he was going to be going against one of the very best. One of the very best. Now, Geechi, I had spoke with Geechi. I hit him in the DM. Yo, Geechi, what's up? What up, Geechi? I was there when you battled Surf. We was kicking it in the hotel. Me, you, and Rum Nitty. We did an interview. We had spoke since then. I got nothing but respect for Geechi Gotti. I know what he was doing with this rap, though. He was looking for a loud crowd pop. We're going to get into it. He got his pop. Philly went crazy. Mentioned Mikey T and Max's cheesesteak. Philly went crazy. So Geechi Gotti, Black De Niro, I respect you guys for putting my name in the raps on some real shit. I respect these guys for putting my name in the raps. You know what I mean? When you got somebody that has actually been crowned by BET actually rapping your name, you did something right. You know what I mean? You did something right. So Leak Moss actually created a moment for himself right there. If anybody ever looked at Leak Moss like he was just Arab's little brother or anything like that, or if anybody tried to discredit Leak Moss like he didn't have any roots in the game, Leak Moss and myself have some official roots in the game right there. You know, it just so happens that every time Leak Moss does an interview, they're asking him about Mikey T. It just so happens now that every time a battle happens in Philly, they might just mention Mikey T. You got to learn. You got to learn to laugh at yourself. You got to learn to love every type of situation where your name could. Good promotion, bad promotion. It's all promotion. And when you're getting promotion from somebody who has actually battled the most legit names in the culture, I mean, what more can you ask for? You know what I mean? When Black De Niro beefed with Leak Moss or had that lyrical sparring with Leak Moss, I didn't ask for that. I didn't ask for that to happen. You know what I mean? But you got to take what comes to you, man. You got to play with the cards that you're dealt. You know what I'm saying? When that whole shit happened with Leak Moss out in Philly and he caught me outside of Max's, I was standing right there. You think I'm going to turn around and run just because I could have got away? No, that's not the way I'm doing things. You think I'm going to turn around and run and never come on the internet again? No, that's not the way I do things. You don't live your life with fear. I come on here, I probably released over 200 videos since that incident, whether it's videos of me talking, me reporting news, me doing official interviews. Nothing's going to stop me from doing what I want to do in this music industry. It never has, whether I've been in situations where I've had to spend money to travel. You know what I mean? I live in Connecticut. It's not like I live in the hottest city where artists come to every single month. That's not it. I got an opportunity to go to Florida, Miami. I took it. I jumped on it. I turned it into something. Met Rick Ross, all that. Lil Wayne, all that. French Montana, Diddy, all that. Interviews with Max B, did all that shit. I never stopped grinding. You think I'm going to let a little situation, you think I'm going to let one day of my life affect the next 50 years? No, I'm not. But you got to just realize, you guys, even the major rappers are watching my story. You know, just when you think nobody is watching, you realize that everybody sees what is going on. And when you hear about a battle that Geechi Gotti was putting together, and then he's putting together a battle where he's coming to Philly, everybody's wondering, oh, Geechi Gotti, he's too big for that. He's not going to show up for that. Oh, he showed up. He put that respect on Battle Academy's name for the number one rapper, BET projected rapper, to show up in Philly and do that and put on for a Philly artist, a Philly battle rapper who really hasn't got his just due yet. He works his ass off. News works his ass off, but he hasn't got his just due. But Geechi Gotti put that stamp on him. So Geechi Gotti, I mean, you can take shots at me all you want, but you're going to have to come to the channel and address a few different things, Geechi. I got a couple questions for Geechi Gotti, and I told him already, you know, we was already chopping it back and forth in the DM. He can come on the channel anytime he wants. I know he's got his own joint, no studio in. You know what I mean? He's got his own joint. So I respect that, how he's got his YouTube grind up. But I have a couple questions. I got a couple questions for you, Geechi, and we could discuss that. So, Geechi said, yeah, the West is lit, but I'm at home. I'm comfortable wherever they got hard drugs or fresh off the yard thugs. I really came from murder. I done had them hearses back to back in a line. It looked like a car club. Don't get starstruck. I'm not a rapper. I'm a crip. You ain't got to ask me what block we rep. I run up on you raising both arms. I treat you like the Rocky steps. On God we blessed. Geechi Gotti saying that one line right there kind of hit me. He said, don't get starstruck. Don't get starstruck. What did he mean by that? Don't get starstruck. Well, I rewinded the clip. I took a look at news, and it's like I was saying a little bit earlier. Geechi Gotti is one of the biggest battle rappers on the scene, undoubtedly. One of the biggest battle rappers on the scene. And, you know, News is there watching the battle. He's smiling, he's smirking, he's enjoying himself. And Geechi Gotti is repeating the line, don't get starstruck. Don't get starstruck. When you're in a battle, no matter who you're battling, if it's somebody that you respect to the highest level, don't get starstruck. If you're an artist and you're getting in the studio and you're working with an artist that you feel is a higher caliber than you, don't get starstruck. Put in your work. Do that. Get in the booth. Use that little giddy energy. Use that little extra giddy energy that you got from your little starstruck nervousness and put it into your work. Don't get starstruck. You got the opportunity of a lifetime sitting up against Geechi Gotti. It's like watching a debate. When I watch a debate and I see the somebody agreeing with the other person that they're supposed to be debating, I know it's over. I know it's over at that point. I don't want to hear you agreeing with somebody in a debate. I don't want to see you nodding in approval during a battle when somebody is flaming you. And he's sitting there telling you to your face. He's telling you to your face, don't get starstruck. I'm not a rapper. I'm a Crip. You ain't got to ask me what block we rep. I run up on you raising both arms. I treat you like the Rocky Steps. I treat you like the Rocky Steps? Who hasn't gone to Philly and ran up them Rocky Steps? I ran up the Rocky Steps. Woo! Man, I made them Rocky Steps my bitch. So that's pretty much what Geechi Gotti is saying here, you guys. I treat you like them Rocky Steps. Oh, we're going to get into the punchline that Geechi Gotti had on me. Geechi Gotti, whom I interviewed in the past. Yeah, that's right. I was there in 2018, I think, when he battled Sue Surf. When he battled Surf, I was there. When Surf ate you alive, Geechi Gotti, I was there. You can say whatever you want. It was even. You can say whatever you want. It was even. Why is Sue Surf regarded as the #1 battle rapper in hip-hop right now? He's locked up, and they're still calling him #1. But your battle with him was even. Like I said, Geechi, we can talk about a couple things. I got a couple questions for you, Geechi. And we're cool, you know what I mean? Because like I told Geechi, diss or no diss, you're still one of the greatest. The fact is, I've got one of the greatest mentioning me in battle raps. And you know, I sat with the man, had a conversation with him. Had a conversation with him and Rum Nitty. Rum Nitty, who I believe had the battle of the night. Even when Sue Surf and Geechi Gotti battled, I give the battle of the night to Rum Nitty and K-Shine. I'm putting up a poll. I'm putting up a poll. Let's do a poll. Better battle. I want to know what y'all think was the better battle. I want to know what y'all think was the better battle. So just vote in the poll. Because I'm not gonna lie to you guys. When I saw Rum Nitty and K-Shine battle, when I saw them two battle, I was like, yo, even though Rum Nitty questionably choked, even though he slipped up, in that battle, that was one of the best. That was the best battle I've ever seen. That Rum Nitty versus K-Shine was the best battle I've ever seen. That was the best battle. And we can debate it. We can go round for round. If you want to come on the channel and debate it, it is what it is. Obviously, Sue Surf has the name, and Geechi Gotti at that point in time was regarded as the most thriving battle rapper. He had told me at one point he had actually had the most battles, I believe, unless it was a part of the article. I believe he had the most battles in 2018 or something like that, or maybe the following year. But I got a whole lot of respect for Geechi Gotti. But I'm asking the simple questions, man. I'm asking the simple questions. Who was the more highly regarded artist after that battle? If it was a draw, would another question I have, would Sue Surf be battling News? No disrespect. No disrespect to News. You know, I got all the respect in the world for News. I think he's a great talent. But Sue Surf was out here getting major bags. You know that major bag alert? Sue Surf was out here getting college tuition. Sue Surf was out here getting big money. For anybody out there who you want to talk, say what you want about Surf, the way he marketed himself, the way it worked. It worked. The way he marketed himself early on, it led to him becoming the most sought after and interesting battle rapper, even when Cassidy made his return. I interviewed Sue Surf. I had a couple conversations with Surf. Once before he made it, once after he made it. And he was not interested in battling Cassidy. He wasn't interested in battling Cassidy whatsoever, you guys. He didn't want to do it. You know, that's kind of funny to me because Hollow the Don didn't want to do it either. Hollow the Don didn't want to battle Cassidy either. You want to know why? You want to know why Hollow the Don and Sue Surf didn't care about battling Cassidy, you guys? I'll tell you why. I'll tell you why. It's because they get money regardless. There's so many battle rappers out there who just want that payday. That's why they try to egg Cassidy on. They try to egg him on with the lame ass mixtape diss records. They try to egg him on to create some sort of a buzz so they could talk with smack about selling some tickets. Or they could talk with Stiz about selling some tickets. Yo, let's do this on RBE. So let's talk about some real shit. So he got him right there with those last bars. I'll treat you like the Rocky steps. I was like, yo, you just got him right there. So he had some other lyrics. He said, I'll put your face on the curb and make you bite the streets. I catch you getting one of them cheesesteaks that you like to eat. So right there, you had to know something was coming. You had to know something was coming. I mean, Geechi Gotti is very smooth with this. I'll put your face on the curb and make you bite the streets. I catch you getting one of them cheesesteaks that you like to eat. You can almost hear the word Mikey T coming into the run. Why is my name in you rappers' minds. It's because just like the bloggers that are out right now, they've all been watching me this whole entire time. Why is my name Mikey T on your mind? Because the truth is, you've been watching me this whole entire time. That's the truth of it. That's the truth of it. I've been here since 2009. I got the body of work. I got hundreds of hours of tape that they study. Study up. Cassidy is definitely underrated in the game. Cassidy had his time to shine. You know what I mean? I spoke with Cassidy on it. His time kind of got held up. This man was working with Nas. This man was working with Snoop Dogg. This man was, doing things alongside Jay-Z and Swizz Beatz, taking beats from 50 Cent. This guy was among the elite in hip hop. Cassidy, I'm talking about, you guys. Cassidy got screwed over. When Cassidy's album, I'm a Hustler, dropped, he transitioned from being that cookie cutter pop wannabe artist to something that really could be respected within the music industry. You know what I mean? He had 2 records on that album that really took off. I'm a Hustler, B-Boy Stance. The only thing was, Cassidy got locked up. Cassidy got locked up for like 8-9 months. Cassidy didn't get out on bail. Cassidy got locked up and he lost the opportunity to make really big money. When that I'm a Hustler joint was out, Cassidy really seriously could have cleaned up. And within that 8-9 month period, he probably could have done 8 or 10 dozen shows. You know what I mean? He could have did over 100 shows for 100,000 a pop, and he could have made X amount of dollars. You do the math in the chat and get back to me on it. And that would have put him in a different position. But when he got out of jail, he got into a car accident. He put out an album that was less than stellar. The Bars album, it really didn't amount up. The people were like, oh, whoa, no, Cassidy, what are you doing here? Why are you going back to the cookie cutter style? Why are you going back to the cookie cutter style that you were using prior to this? No, we wanted the authentic Cassidy. We wanted what do we want? B Bars, or the name that he said accidentally when he called the radio station. That's what I do. I come on here, I talk that real, you guys. If you guys ask any questions in the chat, I'll address it. Super chatted questions get the first address though. So let's get into this. So he said, I catch you getting one of them cheesesteaks that you like to eat. Well, Geechi, if you're going to catch them getting a cheesesteak that they like to eat, I mean, you're probably going to have to go to various different spots. You're going to have to go to Gino's. You're going to have to go to Pat's. You're going to have to go to Delisantro's. You're going to have to go to Ishkabibbles. But because of the fact that you saw that video of Mikey T, everybody's favorite blogger, you want to go to Max's. You want to go to Max's. You're not going to pull a China Mac and go to Gino's and Pat's on some extreme tourist shit. Okay, I was just checking. You know what I'm saying? And when you go there and you get the cheesesteak, you'll know why people go to Max's and not Gino's and Pat's. I'm just saying. You know what I mean? But so he had to bring my name up. And you know what I mean? I'm not going to sit up here and act like I'm offended by this. I'm going to keep it real with you guys. I interviewed Geechi Gotti. He obviously remembers who I am. I'm one of the people over the years that have interviewed him. He's going to Philly. It hits him. Major crowd pop. So he said, I catch you getting one of them cheesesteaks that you like to eat. Get your ass whooped in front of Max's like you Mikey T. Woo! He hit with the bar. because he knows who Mikey T is. A lot of people in the industry want to act like they don't know who I am. A lot of people in the industry want to just leave me in the underground, you know what I mean? Because they don't think there's enough money to go around. That's bad karma. I'm going to tell you first off, that's bad karma, man. That is bad karma straight up. Because when you're going up, you're going to see the same people when you're going up as when you're going down. The same people you're going to see on the way up when you're on the way down. And what do I mean by that? What do you mean by that, Mikey T? What do I care if I see them on the way up when I'm on the way down? How do you think those people are going to treat you when you're on the way down? Sometimes you're going to want to be able to grasp on to somebody, and maybe you can pick yourself back up. Maybe you could pick yourself back up. Maybe you could reinvent yourself instead of being scared to send a message and check your status and check the situation with somebody. So so the lyric, he said, I'll put your face on the curb and make you bite the streets. I catch you getting one of them cheesesteaks that you like to eat. Get your ass whooped in front of Max's like you Mikey T. The second rapper to mention me on wax. The second rapper. First, it was Black De Niro. Black De Niro was the first one to mention me. And now, Geechi Gotti. Geechi Gotti mentioned me. When Black De Niro mentioned me, it was in reference to his beef diss track with Leak Moss. When Geechi Gotti mentioned me, it's actually in reference to him just going to Philly for a battle. I mean, what can I say? I'm definitely appreciative. You know what I mean? The fact that Geechi Gotti is actually going to mention me in the rap. You know what I mean? I'm appreciative to that because it shows me that after all these years, that what we did legitimately resonated with him. And he was like, yo, when I did the interview with him, it just wasn't something that was a flash in the pan. It's not like we were here today, gone tomorrow. When I interviewed Rum Nitty and Geechi Gotti, I actually interviewed them together. They went on to become a duo in battle rap. They had some battles that they teamed up on at that point in time. They're both from the West Coast. I really appreciate them sitting down and doing that because Geechi didn't have to do that. That weekend, Geechi was gearing up for his battle with Sue Surf. So he didn't have to do that, you guys. A lot of rappers wouldn't. So that's why I told Geechi after hearing this bar, I was like, yo, no diss. You got your acclaim. You got your props from BET. You got your acknowledgement as one of the top battle rappers in the game. His pen has got that respect on it, you guys. Yeah, so this battle, it's going to be dropping this week, I want to say. Not sure this week or next week. It should be a hit. Geechi Gotti is battling news. Geechi Gotti is battling news. When I saw it, I was a little kind of thrown off by it. No disrespect to news, but Geechi Gotti, I was thinking Geechi Gotti probably should have battled Easy the Block Captain. But upon watching the video, this is something that they filmed outside. You know what I mean? I really feel like this is it was something that I think Battle Academy could have sold major tickets to if it was Geechi Gotti versus Easy the Block Captain. But then again, Easy the Block Captain could have been a little tied up because he just had a battle recently. You know what I mean? With Reed Dollars. So he legitimately could have been, you know what I mean, tied up with another battle getting ready. So I'm not gonna put that, past, you know what I mean, the fact that they missed out on the battle. Maybe it's something that could happen in the future, but I feel like that would have been the biggest battle that they could have actually done. Easy the block captain and Geechi Gotti would have been an amazing thing to happen in Philly. They could have sold out the TLA doing that battle. Salute to Easy the block captain as well, another battle rapper that I've interviewed. Um, so after he said that line about me, everyone started laughing. Everyone started going, yo, yo. They were like kind of like going off. Like it resonated with everybody in Philly. Everybody in Philly was just going off about the fact that he used the Mikey T line. You know what I mean? It was hilarious. I can't lie. It was a great moment. Now, as far as the battle, I mean, I don't know how that works to Geechi Gotti's advantage battling news. You're actually bringing up an OBH situation. You know what I mean? You're bringing up an OBH situation. Doesn't that kind of make them look more credible? What are you really doing to help your case in this battle with news? That's another thing right there. So Geechi Gotti ended it by saying, I got love for Philly. I'm from Compton. Listen when a boss speak or get smacked with a shotgun till the moss leak. I believe that was the line. And it was an obvious shout out to Leak Moss. You know what I mean? Who knows? Maybe Geechi Gotti is a Leak Moss guy. You know what I mean? Maybe Geechi Gotti was like, oh, Mikey T got stomped out by Leak Moss. I'm not messing with Mikey T. You know what? Maybe that's the case. I mean, Geechi Gotti responded back to me in my DM. We chopped it up peacefully. You know what I mean? When you get mentioned in a battle rap and you actually have the entire crowd, you know what I mean? And you actually have the entire crowd pop at your name. You know what I mean? That says something, you guys. Yeah, so those were the lyrics I wrote down from the battle. Those were the lyrics that I wrote down from the battle that I actually wanted to go over. He said, I got love from Philly. I'm from Compton. Listen when a boss speak or get smacked with the shotgun to the moss leak. I think that was the lyric, smack with the shotgun. I might be messing that one up, but during battles, there's always a lot of noise. Sometimes the rappers gotta repeat their lines back at least a few times. You know what I mean? They gotta repeat it back. Sometimes they'll just repeat their bars back just to actually get their rhythm going once again, to get their momentum going again. As far as a winner of this battle, I mean, news wins the battle just because it happened. You know what I mean? Whether Geechi Gotti 3 0'd him or whatever, the fact that news got this battle, it's taken news to a whole nother level. You know what I mean? It's making people realize that news is actually somebody that is coming in the game that should be respected. And I'm proud of him for this, man. Just being able to get this battle, the fact that it wasn't Geechi Gotti, the fact that it wasn't K Walker, the fact that news now gets to etch his name in, you know what I mean, in the cement. This is a major thing for Philly to continue to have the growth of artists, and I'll be covering it, you guys, whether I'm doing interviews with different battle rappers or I'm just covering battle rap events. You know what I mean? Whether we just go over and recap battle rap events or we interview some of the battle rappers, I'm going to stay in tune with the culture. I've interviewed a lot of battle rappers over the years, man. Some of my favorites were T Top, you know what I mean? Hollow the Don, Math Hoffa. Those were some of my favorite battle rap interviews. Obviously, Sue Surf. You know what I mean? The fact that Sue Surf and me sat down and had a conversation for like an hour. You guys can go check that out. All you got to do is type in Mikey T, the movie star, and Sue Surf. Surf gave me a lot of game. And he also had me jump off the roof of a house one time. He was a cool ass dude. Yeah. Yeah, man, and that's why I got respect for News, the fact that I said it a little bit earlier, but he's working at his craft, you know. He's been working at getting his name imprinted with the battle rap culture, in Philly. He's been working at it hard, man, and now the fact that he gets this, it just says a lot. The fact that I was mentioned in it, man, it just shows me how much of an impact I've had on the Philly culture as well. So that's pretty dope. And like I said with SV Twiz on the channel the other night, if Leak Moss wants to come back and have a conversation, I have no issue with doing that. You know what I mean? Geechi Gotti, throw a little shot at me or just mention me because it's a part of the culture. I'm not looking at it anyway. You know what I mean? I've sat and had a conversation with this guy and actually watched him battle and do what he's best at. You know what I mean? So it ain't nothing to have a conversation with somebody that's impacting the culture in a positive way, man. And I just look forward to see what comes next, Battle Academy getting this a leg up, News getting this little jump start. Who knows what he's going to do next? I'm looking forward to seeing the battle released in full. I wasn't actually there in Philly. That probably would have been crazy if Geechi Gotti had hit me up, told me to come to Philly, actually brought me out, because that's what they're doing in a lot of battle rap events nowadays. They'll actually bring people out. You know what I mean? Like it started happening more when the battle rappers were just starting to get paid more money because they were actually afforded the opportunity to fly somebody out to a battle, to have a special guest appearance. Hell, we saw some battle rappers doing certain things like bringing strippers on the stage. You know what I mean? There's been all types of different tactics used to generate interest when it comes to battle rap, man. And some of the different things that I've liked over the years is just seeing like the guys, like when we were all in Houston for that battle, they had Little Flip come on the stage and flip a coin. That got me the opportunity to meet Flip out in Houston and build my relationship with him to the point where he wanted to do an interview. You know what I mean? I do regret missing Slim Thug in that club though, because me and my boys, we was in this one club. Slim Thug was there. We didn't get the opportunity to meet him. Slim Thug already platinum. You know what I mean? He was the boss before Rick Ross. You know what I mean? Was the boss of all bosses. You know what I'm saying? Slim Thug had an amazing career too. You know what I mean? He really had a run there at the beginning. And now that I think back at it, Slim Thug, Paul Wall, Mike Jones, Slim Thug was definitely my favorite out of those three. But yeah, you guys, let me take a look at the poll, see what's going on with that poll, see what everybody said. Yeah, I got butchered in the poll. You know what I mean? But I just wanted to get everybody's thoughts on that. Geechi Gotti versus Sue Surf or Rum Nitty versus K Shine. I mean, we all have different opinions. I believe that K Shine and Rum Nitty was the better battle. Best battle I've ever seen in person. But yeah, man, appreciate everybody for tapping in tonight. Y'all know what to do. Everybody that's watching this, I want you to follow me on social media, Mikey T underscore the movie star. Whoever follows me on social media, I will follow you back based on this video. Just shoot me a little comment. I'll take some open questions right now if anybody has any. Uh, yeah, yeah, man, the apps, that's a funny situation with the apps. You know what I mean? I'm not big on downloading the apps, but they've actually put a few different battles on those apps that's made me go out and download them. It is what it is. You're going to do what you got to do to actually get to watch or hear the content. Look what Kanye West did when he put out his album. He put it on a specific player. You had to go out and buy the player. So, yeah, when we had certain battles like Sue Surf and Reed Dollars or any of these other battles that you got to actually download a particular app rather than just ordering the battle or whatever. You know what I mean? Or just usually you know what I mean, however you see the battle, whether you go purchase tickets or whether you order it, you know what I mean, or watch it on your phone, which is my worst way of actually watching a battle, watching it on the phone. I'm not into that. I'm not into that whatsoever. But hold on, we're about to be joined. I got a special guest coming in. That's dope. My bro's about to join me. Sorry to alarm y'all. But we got a special guest coming in just a minute. Let's see. Special guest about to join us, so everybody stay with me. Give me 1 second, y'all. Twiz, what's popping, bro?
Salute, Mikey. Much respect, man. How you feeling, Mikey?
Yo, hold it down for 1 second, Twiz. I'll be right back.
Okay. All right. Salute to the chat, man. I'm just tapping in. I hope everybody good, man. I can't. Let me see if I can even pull this chat up. But you know what I'm saying? SB Twiz, the hood blogger, man.
What is good, Twiz?
I'm chilling, Mikey. Let me pause this drink real quick. This is going loud. This
All right, situate yourself, Twiz. Twiz is going to be in here situated in just a minute, you guys. Let me get myself situated. Let's give us a second to get situated, y'all. Everybody smoke. What y'all smoking? Everybody out there smoking, let me know. We will answer your question about ARAB in just a second, my dude. As soon as Twiz gets situated. I just want to bring up another topic as well. Casanova. We all know what Casanova has been going through. He actually put out a statement recently. I'm going to see if I have that statement for y'all. Another situation, you guys, I want to talk about is Casanova. Because, you know, Casanova was faced with a crazy situation. I wanted to read out his statement. See if I can get his statement here. Twiz is going to join us back in a second.
I'm back, Mikey. My fault. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you, bro.
All right, cool.
So, yo, what was you talking about last night on your stream, Twiz?
Oh man, I was just touching up on the Meek situation. We all know, Meek had put a tweet out and asked the fans if people think that he fell off. So I was just giving my honest opinions about it, and I feel as though that, like we was talking about on the stream last night, the work overpowers everything. But I think it's important as an artist, especially an artist that had you know, the level of success that Meek has had. You dig what I'm saying? Like it was once upon a time he was Dirk, he was Little Baby. You know what I mean? He was the man that the whole world was tuned into. And I think that when you reach that limit, it's important to at least put one or two people on that can, you know, help carry that torch because down the line it takes the weight off of your shoulders. Now you're not trying to do everything as far as you're not worrying about record sales. And it's like 50 Cent. Like 50 ain't out here still trying to, you know, drop a hit. You know, you do other things and build the team up under you. And I know Meek had the Dream Chasers, but I feel as though it would have been a bigger burden off of his shoulders if he would have had, you know, a few artists. And just to start it off, we know, you know, the city of Philly alone had a has a lot of talent, has always had talent. And on top of that, he still networked with other places, Chicago, New York. It seemed like after you know, the issue with Little Snoop, it seemed like he kind of got discouraged as far as pushing other artists after that. It was a couple joints that he had. He had like Louis V, but you know, it seemed like things always ended up falling out with the artists that he did try to put on or whatever. But that's pretty much what I was talking about, and we had spoke on also the Boosie situation, man.
All right, so let's tap in on this Meek situation because I did want to respond to Meek that day.
Hmm.
You know, like I personally kind of feel like Meek Mill is still a dope artist. You know what I mean? I
Hmm.
honestly feel like that, Twiz. I feel like Meek Mill is one of the dopest artists that we have in the game. So I don't like the fact that he's feeling so discouraged right now. So I wanted to hit Meek with a message and be like, yo, Meek, you know, your music is still dope to me. I think it's crazy the fact that you know, he came out with that album called Expensive Pain kind of out of nowhere. You know, he came out with
Facts.
that album and he sold 85,000 copies first week. I feel like that was at the very least respectable.
Facts. But then you got nowadays where, you know, when Meek came out and when Meek was really smoking stuff, yeah, the internet was out, Instagram and all that was on an uprise, but at the same time, the critics weren't as serious as they are nowadays. Nowadays, it's like it's a lot of people that, you know, want to see Meek fail. You know what I mean? And I'm not gonna say a lot of people, but it's people that he went back and forth with that, you know, would try to point out, oh, look at what he did here, look at his sales here, and make it look crazier than what it is. And Meek just seemed like he always has to respond to everything. He's just one of those artists where certain people say things they know they're gonna get under his skin. And I think that he shows a little bit too much emotion about what the next person think about him. You know what I mean? So if you sit up here and you feel as though that you fell off, talk to your camp, speak to the dream chasers. You know, talk to the people that's in your circle that's not going to be yes men. That's going to make it like everything you putting out is hot. You know, your camp should help you. We would love to see a Dream Chaser album. You know what I mean? Like when we hear Dream Chasers, it should at least be five major spitters in the Dream Chasers that the people love. Even if they had one person, I would have loved to see Meek sign Quilly. Do you know how much Quilly would have boosted to the Dream Chasers if Quilly became an actual Dream Chaser? Because
Yeah.
not only can he rap, he got a lot of character. He's entertaining. You know what I'm saying? Whether people disagree with what he do on the internet or not, but he causes, you know, controversy and a lot of things. And he never Quilly to me is like a young Chris. You know what I mean? Where damn near everything he spit is hot. You know what I mean? So and it's a few others. I would have liked to even seen, you know, the Bloodhounds. I know like he had his differences with like Lil and I don't know what's going on with like Mel Love and Pooh, but you know, it's just certain things that I think that would have helped on top of the new talent, the new young boys that's coming up.
Yep. He could have had Quilly. He could have had Poundside Pop. He could
Facts.
have, you know what I mean? Uh, but yeah, he could have had Louis V. But I feel like he was really just detoured when everything happened to Little Snoop. But it's like Little Snoop was from a whole different state as you. I don't think that
Facts.
should have I don't think that should have thrown off his dreams of turning Dream Chasers into a record label. I don't get where
Facts.
that all went wrong. It's kind of like reminiscent of when Waka Flocka said Gucci Man ruined the deal for 1017 or something like that.
With Meek, I look at Meek like this. It's like he was smoking everything. He was the man, and then everything started falling. And I don't mean like his career went completely left, but it was like problem after problem, and decisions that he was making affected how people looked at him as an all-around artist. So once he did certain things, people just start, looking for the wrong in everything he did. But even after all of that stuff happened, I remember when he got released from jail, that was a big thing right there. You know what I mean? When he had came and got flew into the game on the chopper and all that, that was a big joint. But after that, even with the Drake joint, it was, it's just crazy how the world worked because, you know, um, let's say he probably if he would have gave Drake a run for his money, that would have helped a lot. I think that disappointed a lot of fans, and it was a lot of things going on. But that tweet just shows you how Meek is feeling behind closed doors. He's feeling like, people not gravitating to him as much as they used to. But it's not that, Meek. It's just that you have a specific fan base, and as you grow older, these fans they change. It's like I know a lot of young boys where they would be like Meek was better than Beans, but my generation is going to always say Beans was better than Meek. But now you got the generation where everybody going to say Uzi is better than Meek. Just like Drama said, the Uzi joint is more impactful than the Dreams and Nightmares. You know what I mean? So
Oh
it's
my.
just different eras. You know what I mean? And that just shows you. You know what I mean? So you could be as hot as you want to be, that fan base changed, bro. It's like Nas got a specific fan base. Jada Kiss got as hot as Kiss is. You're not hearing no 14, 15, 16-year-old kids rotting around listening to Kiss. It's not that Meek fell off. It's just that music is a business, and you gotta to stay in it as long as you want. You gotta put people under you that the younger guys is going to gravitate to. You can't be the man forever. It's impossible. I forgot, man. Happy Father's Day to all the fathers out there, man.
Yep.
Yeah, I
Happy
mean,
Father's Day to you, Twiz.
appreciate it,
Definitely
Mike.
appreciate it,
Appreciate it.
man. Definitely appreciate you tapping in on Father's Day, bro. This whole situation, I was talking about it with Geechi Gotti battling news. Uh,
Hmm.
it was an outdoor battle. You know what I mean? We were talking off the air, and I was speaking on the air about how a more lucrative battle would have been Geechi Gotti versus Easy the Block Captain. But this was an outdoor battle. This was seemingly a promo battle.
Yeah, shout out to Stiz first and foremost. If I'm not mistaken, that was a Battle Academy joint, and Stiz deserved his flowers because he's the only one that been fighting in the city of Philly to try to keep lit cards to try to keep rappers alive and bringing a lot of rappers from the DVD era and getting them to step into that ring. I didn't see him put rappers in a ring that I would have never thought would have stepped in the ring before. Not to this, to the modern day battle rap. It's not like it used to be back in the day. Instead, it's doing things like the wreck chasing joint where they pulling up to Chicago. They going to other people's cities, other people's states also. And I believe he's doing the like how he doing the outside Jones and all of that is because he want to also it's modern day battle rap, but he wanna have that same feeling that we grew up to. You know what I mean? Where it's a hundreds of people huddled around in a circle, and it's just a dog fight. You know what I mean? No mics and things of that nature. So shout out to Stiz.
Hell yeah, man. And I was saying, shout out to News for actually getting the opportunity to do this battle. Many other people would have probably thought if Geechi Gotti was coming to Philly that he was going to do something like Battle Easy. I think
Absolutely.
I think possibly maybe Easy's battle with Reed Dollars was the reason that maybe he didn't do this.
No, I think that for one, when Geechee battle Easy, Easy is a big name. He's a Easy a pit bull, not taking nothing away from News, but News is still getting his name up. You know, if News go to a different state and get on one of them big stages, he got to prove himself. Where people is looking at Easy as, Easy out here like Tank Davis right now. You know what I mean? And Geechee is already a wolf. So in order for them two to get in front of each other, the bag is going to have to be super, super right for both of them. You know what I mean? And then they're going to want to do it. It's going to definitely have to be a big stage, and it definitely got to be a lot of money behind it. So that joint that he did with News was more, it was small room style. You know what I mean? It was Stiz got relationships with Geechee, and we already know he pushing News. So it's like, they just made that joint happen real quick out of love.
That's a lot of love to get from somebody who had been called the 2018 Battle Rapper of the Year by BET.
Yeah, facts, facts. That's facts. I feel like it's just like, even though I know Danny Myers had pulled out of the joint with the trenches, but Danny Myers is also like a nice battle rapper. Yeah, he's not Geechee, but he got a name, and you also see him like participating in like smaller leagues and put pulling up the people hoods and stuff like that.
Let's see. So, yo, I was going over some of the bars, man, and Geechee really laid into News. And he laid into me too. We're gonna go over it. I want to get your take on it.
Okay.
Geechee had said, I respect this block, but I came here for wrecking shit or to take a spit. Spread news everywhere like a messy bitch. Yeah, the West is lit. First reaction.
That's how that's that sound like that Geechee lingo to me. Um, he coming out in the middle of Philly, and Geechee is a person that's respected for what he do when it comes to battle rap, especially to the guys that's in the streets. So he gonna talk that talk because people want to see his news going, you know what I'm saying, what his news going to do. When you come into somebody, I don't care how big of a name Geechee got. If Geechee going to New York or Chicago and all of that, certain places, you coming to somebody home now. So people is going to be waiting for the person that's from that area to throw them haymakers. You know what I mean? They want to see News or whatever the opponent is to get over on Geechee just because he's coming to their city, especially in that surrounding. So it sounds like he just, he talking that talk.
He said, yeah, the West is lit, but I'm at home. I'm comfortable wherever they got hard drugs or fresh off the yard thugs. I really come from murder. I done had them hearses back to back in a line. It looked like a car club. Don't get starstruck. I'm not a rapper. I'm a crip. You ain't got to ask me what block we rep. I run up on you raising both arms. I treat you like the Rocky steps.
Of course, he gonna throw a Philly bar in there. You know what I mean? He gonna throw something in there to try to rattle the Philly crowd. So he knew exactly what he was doing just by mentioning the Rocky steps.
Yep. Yep, 100%. That bar kind of got him to me, but also another part is where he said, "Don't get starstruck." when News was watching the battle, he was kind of smiling. He was kind of enjoying himself,
Mm-hmm.
Twiz. And Geechi Gotti is he's not green anymore. You know what I mean? He might say he's not a rapper, he's a Crip, but he's also not green anymore to where he knows a thing or two about this battle shit. And I don't think you're gonna see Geechi Gotti acknowledging how good his opponent's battle rap bars are. Maybe I'm wrong.
Yeah, well, when it comes to News, when you battling certain people, when you respect their craft, you see that a lot in battle raps. You know what I mean? Even sometimes if a person is on the same level as the person that they're battling, if a person say something that's catchy, if they smile or
More
do the
so
head
than
nod, yeah, it's that's like that's just a sportsmanship thing. Um, Sometimes you see when people battle rap, you see the faces, the upset faces, people talking through people verses, saying, "Oh, that's not true. That's not a fact." You know what I mean? That right there was just, him having good sportsmanship because he knew that Geechi was going to be. He knew how Geechi was going. He wasn't going to come half stepping.
so he said, "This is where I come into it now." He said, "I'll put you on the face. I'll put your face on the curb and make you bite the streets. I catch you getting one of them cheesesteaks that you like to eat. Get your ass whooped in front of Max's like you Mikey T."
That right there, once again, he knew he was coming to Philly. He knew it was going to be a small room style joint. And when we talking about News, you gotta remember like News is affiliated with OBH, so a lot of times when these battle rappers and they do raps, they just try to think of everything and every angle they can go at him. So he probably deep in the back of his mind knew like it's gonna be some OBH rappers there, and Philly know who OBH is, so that was him right there. His way of trying to control the crowd. If he can try to use Philly bars against a Philly artist, then that's an angle. So that means he sat and really, thought about that. You know what I mean? He really tried to come up with that scheme.
Hmm.
But at the same time, you're not no battle rapper. You know what I mean? And I know a lot of times people mention names of people that battle rap and stuff like that. You know what I mean? So if he didn't dig super deep, it's possible. I don't know how Geechi writing is, but he could have had somebody in his ear. You know what I mean? Like maybe you should say this. They, you know what I'm saying? They you get a reaction off of this. These people would say whatever. Like for instance, when we saw Easy battle Hitman, and we witnessed what Hitman went through with his girlfriend. It was a sad, unfortunate situation. Seeing Hitman break down in tears and talk about, witness something that was so serious, so devastating, where his spouse could have got her life taken. That was a real situation. But that didn't stop Easy from going into battle and saying that your chick took a bullet for you and you still ain't marry her. You know what I mean? So when these battle rappers they get on the stage, it's like a street fight, man, where they feel like there's no rules and it's like a cutthroat thing, man. But I never really seen a battle rapper, you know, mention. I mean, I'm not a vicious battlehead fan, you know what I mean? I could be mistaken. I'm pretty sure they had all types of angles, but I never, heard nobody say nothing like that. You know what I mean? To mention your
Hey,
name in the battle.
they're mentioning bloggers, man. They're mentioning
Facts.
bloggers. I gotta say,
And listen, you're not a battle rap blogger also. I heard him mention battle rap bloggers, but you know what I mean?
I went out and got a bottle, man. I went out and got a bottle, man. You gotta celebrate shit like this. You know what I mean? So I went out and got a
Facts.
bottle. Thank you, Geechi Gotti, for putting my name out there again, giving me some momentum out in these streets. giving me some momentum in the culture when it comes to battle rap. Twiz, and what we do, it's music, it's blogging,
Facts.
battle rapping. These are movies. These are some
Facts.
of the biggest money making opportunities that we get. So if Geechi Gotti is going to mention my name in such a big realm on a big platform like that, man, I got to salute him. Geechi Gotti, come join us on the platform. I got a bottle for you, man. I got a
Facts. Got
bottle
that
for him.
Moet on deck. Got the Moet on deck.
Oh yeah,
Facts.
man.
But it's also, at the end of the day, what they call it, man. It's I forgot what it's called. You know what I'm saying, that's
Bad
advertisement.
publicity,
Yeah,
bad publicity, good publicity.
yeah, exactly. It's all publicity at the end of the day. You know what I mean? And you know, people can mention it or say things, but at the end of the day, what nobody ever said was when the altercation happened, you stood your grounds, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? You didn't you we seen situations where things happen and people they want to call the police. People tuck their tail and they disappear for months. You know what I mean? You was right there. You still stayed that right there on Airy. You know what I'm saying? You still
Did an
moved around how
interview.
you wanted to.
Did an
Exactly.
interview with a busted up face, Twiz. Showed that I wasn't scared.
Exactly. Exactly. So,
Yo,
that's just that's how
salute to T Top. T Top in the building. T
T
Top is
Top in the chat.
that's another rapper that I actually interviewed when I was in Houston. Salute to T Top. We was actually smoking some blunts in the room. We was
T
smoking some
Top.
blunts and doing the interview. Salute my G.
Salute to T Top. T Top throat, man. Throat guy. And he talked that talk that I like to hear. You know what I'm saying? He talked the streets. And me and Top, we supposed to do an interview, man. You know what I'm saying? Hopefully we can make that joint happen. I know you was busy and tied up, but T Top was thrilled enough to always respond back. You know what I'm saying?
Real
So
one
so
right
shout
there.
out to him.
Yeah.
Facts.
Now, let me see if I got this footage, Twiz, because we wanted to. There was another rapper from Philly that actually tapped in. Yo, T Top, just make sure you don't got any music playing, G's.
Busy
Can you
about to
turn,
come in the building. That's what's up.
can you turn your camera on, T Top? All right, I think he's gonna try to log back in and turn his camera on. That'd be dope if we had T Top in here. Maybe he wants to speak on the bar. Let me I think we have one more lyric here. Hold on, what's up? He said, I got love for Philly. I'm from Compton. Listen when a boss speak or get smacked with a shotgun till the moss leak. But yo, we're
See,
about to
that's
bring in T Top. T
T
Top,
Busy.
Yo,
please.
yo, what up, what up, what up, Foolie?
Salute, salute. Much respect.
What's
T
good with
Top in the
y'all, man?
building. Chilling, man. Can't call it. What's up with you, King?
Nah, shit, man. I be tapped into Mikey, so I be watching my dog and just seeing what's going on. I pay
That's love.
attention, man. I follow the movement. I support.
That's
That's
love, T
love.
Top. What's been good, man? Can you tap in and touch on this situation? What do you think about Geechi Gotti going out to Philly, battling news, and mentioning me in the battle rap?
Bruh's battle rap. It is battle rap, bro. You're a subject, especially like you're a public figure. You know what I'm saying? And if you had an incident in Philly, they're gonna mention it in Philly. You know what I'm saying? Like
Facts.
I don't really think like, he would have went out his way if he had a battle in like Alabama or Louisiana or Texas or something. But in Philly, I probably would have threw a line about Mikey T in there in Philly. You know what I mean? Like it just
That's what
connects
I
so
was
well.
saying.
It'll just be a current subject that everybody will go crazy for, get a reaction for. So like in those type of terms, battle rap, you know what I'm saying? I don't really think like it was no malice. shit like that. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, nah, we fought with you over here, King. We fought with you heavy, for real.
Yeah, man. I really appreciate y'all. For you specifically, I was out in Houston, did an interview with you. I did an
Facts.
interview with Geechi Gotti as well. Do you think that is something that kind of triggered him and like, yo, I actually did an interview with Mikey T.
Definitely, definitely, bro. Niggas be like, yo, Mikey, didn't I do an interview with Mikey T? Yo, then he had something going on in Philly. Yeah, nigga, to leak more shit. Oh yeah, I'm about to put that. That's gonna hit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
So they really like, oh, you know how it go, bro. It's just battle rap. You know what I mean? It should be
facts.
funny as hell. So you be like, yo, if I would touch on it real quick, let me tell you what I mean. But it's all in love and respect for the culture, for real, for real.
Before I pass it over to Twiz, but what do you make of Geechi Gotti, who has battled some of the biggest names, actually battling somebody like News, giving somebody more upcoming an opportunity like that?
Dope, bro. I feel like that's the only way to keep the culture growing. You know what I'm saying? It's like us top guys could battle each other all day long, but it's only so many of us. You know what I'm saying? It's only so many of us, and it's new talent coming in every week, every day. It's a new guy popping up. That's nice. Like these dudes be
Facts.
nice. These don't be no slouches, especially this new era. I don't know what they've been drinking when they was watching us. Like these niggas are drinking some power juice. They nice, bro. So they deserve the opportunities, and the only way they're gonna get like the masses to look at them is if they battle a bigger name or stuff like that. So salute to Geechi and everybody else that be, you know what I'm saying, like really pulling people up in the culture. I feel like that's some dope shit.
Facts.
Twiz, did you have anything to ask in regard to the battle in Philly with Geechi and News, or do you just want to bring it somewhere else?
Facts. I definitely, you know what I'm saying, shout out to him, man. I agree with T Top on that as far as, you know, the the battle rappers that's up here coming down and showing love to the up and coming youngins, you know what I'm saying, that's hungry. You know what I'm saying? It's definitely a good joint,
Got to.
but do you see yourself in the future, T Top, man, coming to, maybe catch some wreck with some of the new and upcoming Philly guys because
Hell yeah. I've been talking to Stiz, trying to get some Battle Academy work going on. You know what I'm saying? I've
facts.
definitely been in talks with the homie, and we gonna make it work, bro. We definitely
That's
gonna figure
heavy.
it out ASAP. I'm trying to come out there, man. I grew up watching Philly battle rap and the Philly culture and Philly rap. Period. Like when everybody in my era was watching more New York guys, I was focused more on the Philly movement and shit like that. So, I
Okay.
pay homage to Philly. Like that I base my career off of it. You know what I'm saying? They gave me my motivation, my style, especially when I first came in. Like
Hmm.
everything about my style said Philly. You know what I'm saying? Like that's the guys I looked up to. So I
Yeah,
would
that's why
definitely
we
love to come and give back to Philly in any way I can.
yeah, that's why we love you out here heavy, man, because
Yeah,
the
gangster.
pain different. The pain different in your
Yeah,
verses,
bro. Like
man.
it was so like when I was coming, it was so different from hearing more New York raps was more flashy. Yo, I hop out the chain swinging with the and that was even they battle raps was like flashy. Philly was
Facts.
like, nah, shotgun with a shoestring. And it's like different. It was
Facts.
different, son. So I fell in love with that, bro. I fell in love with with like the allure, the aura of the whole Philly movement. You know what I'm saying? It felt dangerous at the time. And that was what
Hmm.
I grasped towards.
That's heavy. That's
So I
love.
owe Philly, even if it's for the intangibles, I owe Philly. Feel me?
That's heavy. That's heavy. Much respect. Definitely love to see you come out there, man. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, the red carpet laid out for you out there,
Ah,
man.
that's
You know
my
how we
dog. Come
carry it.
on now. Come
You
on now.
already. I'm gonna have to pull up for that, John.
Nah, man, I appreciate y'all, man. I just wanted to tap in and join the conversation, man. Show my love and my
For
Yeah.
appreciation for
sure.
what y'all do for the culture, man. Mikey
For sure.
T,
Yeah.
Twiz, I
You
appreciate y'all,
already.
man.
Appreciate
Yeah.
you tapping in.
My
Appreciate
dogs,
you
my
tapping
dogs.
in, G's, man. You're a real one.
All love, bro. We gotta tap in, man. We gotta get a new interview, man. I done did a lot of shit since then, King. We gotta
I
chop it
know.
up.
I know you
Chop it up.
actually battled Geechee after that battle where I
Yeah.
met y'all when he
Yep.
battled Surf. You know what I
Yep.
mean?
Kick
Could
Geechee
you
ass in there, boy. Kick Geechee ass. Nah, we had a crazy one, man. But even outside the ring, bro, we doing this cannabis thing. We got two cannabis companies right now. We doing the A record label. We got 4 artists right now. We about to sign our 5th artist. We just working, doing a lot of fucking work, bro. You know what I'm saying?
That's heavy.
Yeah. So whenever we get a chance to chop it up, let's do that, bro. I have some good content for you.
Oh, definitely, man. Is that your
That's
YouTube
heavy.
page right there? Straight
Yeah,
Drop
Straight Drop.
Media?
Yeah, this the media company that I started probably like 6-7 months ago. So, we'll be dropping a lot of content and shit like that. But yeah, this me right here, Straight Drop.
Facts. I'm
That's
gonna
heavy.
plug that when we
Thank you, bro.
drop this. I'm gonna plug that, but I'm gonna also pin it right now, man. But we appreciate you tapping in, man.
Thank you so much, man. I appreciate y'all, man. Bless.
You already keep doing your thing, King.
My
I
dog, my
see.
dog.
Yo, that guy's a real one right there, man. Like
Yeah,
I met
T-Top
him in
thorough.
Houston. Yeah, I met him in Houston, and yeah, I asked him if we could lock in for an interview. He's like, yes. So I'm like, damn, that's some real shit, But I've gotten a lot of love from the battle rap community. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
it's obvious why that culture has grown to the extent that it has, to where like Smack is just putting together all these events where he's bringing out thousands of people. Twiz. But yeah, and I'm just looking through some of the other history that T Top has had since we all linked up in 2018. Like I said, he battled Geechi Gotti the year after he was acclaimed as the top rapper of the year, 2018. Actually, he actually did some others. He battled Easy the Block Captain. You know what I mean? So I wonder what else he could do in Philly.
It's a lot, you know what I'm saying? You still got like the K Walkers, you still got, you know what I'm saying? It's a list of guys and a lot of new and upcoming guys, man. You know what I'm saying? That's coming out right now. And on top of Easy, now also out there pushing rappers from the city, people that might be hot but might not be getting as much exposure. You know what I mean? Then you still got people like, and I'm not just saying just for somebody like T Top and Geechi, but you still got active rappers like Ness. You know what I mean? That it seemed like he kind of faded off. Yeah, it's like he faded off as far as to like the big stages where he wasn't getting shown much love. But even like on that last card, the joint that Easy through, you know what I mean? That boosted him back up more. You know what I mean?
And
K Walker,
yes, with the Riggs battle,
yeah, exactly.
a
And
lot of
and that
people were
was
giving K Walker shit about that being the first battle of the night. I looked at it like it was more structured, Twiz. I'm like, yo, they want to have a great opening and they want to have a great main event. This is about structuring a battle
true,
for the audience, man. That's why
true.
the battle rap culture has grown so drastically, man, because of the way that they're throwing their live events. It's a live event touring almost.
Facts, facts. And with that being an opening battle, that shows you how good that battle was because a lot of people arguably, I can't even get the word out right. A lot of people argue that that was the best performance of the night. They gave them the best performance of the night over the main card, Easy and Reed. So that says a lot right there.
Hold on, what was the main event?
The main event on that joint on the trenches, which was Reed and Easy, but a lot of people were saying that K Walker battle with Briggs the it was like the best performance of the night, and with
Yeah,
that being the first battle,
I was hearing K Walker took the first round.
that one is like it's debatable. You know what I mean? It's a lot of debatable. Some people said 2-1 K Walker. Some people said they rewatched it. You know what I'm saying? And it was 2-1 the other way. So it was arguable, but I know K Walker first joint was crazy. His first round, he was talking to him, man. But I seen a lot of battles where K Walker had some fire first rounds, and then they might give it to the other person that he battling, like when K Walker had battled Kaboom. K Walker first round was crazy, but then once Kaboom start going, you know what I'm saying, they start giving the rounds to Kaboom.
Oh yeah, I remember that battle. Yeah, I mess with K Walker though, but we'll see what happens with K Walker in the future. That's why I'm just glad that News was able to get this battle with Geechi Gotti. So now they can actually start to put, you know what I mean, a new name there with all these battle rappers from Philly that we're talking about. Um, as far as Ines, that's what I feel like Battle Academy, they have battle rappers like Ines that they can pull out as the Philly alumni. You know what I mean? For somebody
I
like
agree.
T-Top to come battle Ines, you know what I mean? Some shit like that. Or I just had another thought in my mind for a battle with T-Top.
Yeah, definitely Ness and Top would be a good one, especially with them doing it in Philly and in the small room settings. I think Ness is definitely better in a smaller room. Not saying that he can't handle that big stage, but it's something about the small rooms, especially when he at home. But then you got T-Top. T-Top talk. He talk heavy.
Oh
So
yeah.
that would be a dog fight, man, because T Top is also one of them guys like Geechi where he can go to any hood and talk to the streets. You know what I mean?
That battle would be such a come up for Ines Twiz. If
It
because
would.
Ness would have the opportunity to really showcase himself. But the battle that I was thinking of, and T Top could even go over to that league, where they do the beats. T Top
Oh yeah, I know what you're
versus
talking about.
Vado. T Top
Okay,
versus Vado. Give him an industry rapper, man.
okay, that would be heavy. That would be heavy. And then you got, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, that would be a good job, man. That would be a good one.
Yep. That's what I was thinking in my mind. I was like, give him one of these industry guys and let's see what
I
goes on.
I want to see Easy battle Cassidy.
Yeah, it's called MC War, by the way. If anybody was
Okay,
wondering, MC War had done the beats with
it's
Saigon
another
Vado.
it's another joint too where I can't think of the name of it off top where they I don't know if they still active. I ain't seen nothing from them lately, but it's another joint too where they battle off the, you know what I'm saying, the beats and all of that.
Oh yeah, I hope you're not talking about that Fredro Star Keith.
No, not that joint. That joint right there, that was a massacre, man. That joint right there.
That's my
That
boy
was
Fredro Star, though. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
That's my
Fredro
guy.
Starr throw. And Fredro Starr wasn't even he was spitting. I mean, Fredro Starr was prepared for that.
Thank
You
you
know
for
what I
that.
mean? Yeah, definitely. It was, you know what I'm saying? It was Keith Murray was going he was going left on that joint. He was way too leany on that joint. He was juiced up.
Oh Lord. Some stuff I just don't watch, man. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Some stuff I just won't watch, man. But and I just knew I was not going to be watching Fredro Starr and Keith Murray having a battle. I'm shocked that that thing even happened. Some of these things get announced, but they don't actually end up happening.
yeah, it would have made more sense back in like '96 where you had
Which
a more sharpened Keith Murray. You know what I mean?
And it's like that damn battle that we were talking with Freeway about, Cassidy and Freeway 2. Like it's just
Hey,
kind of odd that Smack couldn't sell the tickets for that. It's kind of odd.
Mikey, you know what that battle should have been? Though they Cassidy and Freeway, they should have went on the joint where they had beats because we all know that was the famous line on that where Freeway said put a beat on. So they should put beats on and see, you know what I'm saying, will there be any difference? You know what I mean?
I think the only stage for that, well, I mean, honestly, RBE could have done it. RBE does a lot of stuff like that. But I think Smack would have URL would have had the best stage for it. I'm just kind of shocked that they couldn't. I don't know how many tickets they must have wanted to sell. I'm shocked that they couldn't sell 3 or 4 thousand tickets for that. Maybe
Yeah,
they
but
more.
they saw the reaction. That was one of the battles where you got two big artists, and there was a lot of people from the battle rap culture that was saying it don't make sense they don't care for it. So they probably was going off for the critics and everything.
Mm.
And at the same time, I also think that it's best where it's left at. It's like Belly. When they made a Belly 2, nobody cared about it. You know what
It's not
I
the
mean?
same, man.
No, nobody cared about it. But people would have wanted to see it just because got Cassidy talk heavy. You know, can you picture a face off with Cassidy and Freeway? You know, what would be said in that room in the face off? You know what I'm saying? And Cassidy already
Cassidy
got the
would be
attitude.
freaking out on him.
He would.
He
Cassidy
would.
was like, I already smoked you. You know what I'm saying? Like I already,
Everybody
you
already
know,
saw what happened. Does it really need to
exactly.
happen again? And then Free
Yep.
would kind of be subdued about it, like, man, what you talking about, man? Wait for the date, man.
I
Some shit,
think
possibly.
I think that the battle would be too much for Freeway.
I don't know.
I
I
think
think his voice would sound great in that atmosphere. I think his voice would work in an acapella battle rap setting. I think his voice, his delivery, the way that he enunciates and says his words, I think all of that would have worked out to his favor.
I'm just letting this joint go.
Oh yeah, I feel you, bro. At least it's not music playing in the background, bro. But I feel you, bro. Twiz. You know, it's been a
Yeah, but
great show, man. We had freaking T Top pop in on us tonight.
definitely.
He had one more bar that he gave Leak Moss a shout out. He also he
See,
said, I got love for Philly. I'm from Compton. Listen when a boss speak or get smacked with the shotgun till the moss leak.
yeah, and that's again, once again, that's just like what T Top was saying, where it's like he knew he was coming to Philly. He knew News is an OBH artist affiliated with OBH. You know what I'm saying? So he going to use whatever he can against them that he can. You dig what I'm saying? He knew that even mentioning, you know what I'm saying, Leak Moss' name right there in that bar, that will also be like, now he's trying to get, now he's trying to get News Camp to fill his bars. You dig what I'm saying? Because it's like, you mentioned it, now you mentioned the
Yes.
guys from his camp.
Yes, that's exactly because I was going to ask you, why would he mention the thing at Philly's Max's with me? Because that is acknowledging how hard News's crew is. But you just hit it right there. You know what I mean? You just hit it with what you said right there.
Yeah, so that's just an angle, and that's just how they do and how they write, man. They just think of whatever ways they can use to defeat, have angles and moments and all that for their opponent.
Hey, man, but I said it. Win or lose in this situation, News wins. Win or lose,
Facts,
News wins.
facts, facts, bro. It's like when Jake Paul was already rich, of course, but when he got in that ring with Mayweather, he got in that ring with Mayweather. You know what I'm talking about? Like, so you got in the ring with someone with a big name that's already big in that actual sport that you getting involved in. You know what I mean? So either
I'm
way, he
sorry,
won.
who? When who got
I'm
in
t-
the ring with Mayweather?
when Jake Paul had fought Mayweather.
Oh, Logan Paul.
I mean Logan Paul. My fault. Yeah, when he got in the ring with him, you know that it's like, you know, Mayweather is the top guy in there. So even though Logan was already rich, but him getting in there and being able to get in that ring with Mayweather, that's an accomplishment. That's like you got in the ring with Ali. That's an accomplishment. Win, lose, or draw, you won. You know what I mean? Because your resume not as long as someone like Mayweather's. News resume is nowhere near Geechi resume. We never saw News on a real big stage before. So
We'll see him again though.
yeah, we will. You know what I'm saying? Especially when
After
they
this, bro,
yes.
T Top would battle him now. After this, he may have already done it. Maybe he's battled K Walker, but that he can go outside of his city now is the point and get main
Facts.
events and be brought in as a draw for Battle Academy after this. It's actually a genius move, you know, with News. He's been working at it for a long time.
That's a fact. That's a fact. So he definitely got things coming ahead of him, and once again, that's a accomplishment from Stiz because how else would have happened? You know what I mean? Do you think that I don't think News would have been able to go on Instagram or something like that and throw shots at somebody like Geechi, and Geechi would want to battle him. So, relationships is everything. So, shout out to him again, man.
Yep, you're right, man. Some people, like I was saying that earlier, you think you can go and just throw shots at somebody. No, you need to have some good business behind it. You know what I mean? And Philly actually has one of the most emerging battle rap circuits. So boom, right there. And Geechi Gotti is a real one for actually pulling up in Philly, man. You know what I
Facts.
mean? He's a real one for pulling up in Philly and giving that battle rap platform the respect and just due that it deserves. You know what I mean? Because
Facts.
our bro Rosewood has been on here pumping Battle Academy for years.
Facts. He has been. He has been.
And they've been working at it for years and building up their acclaim for years, man. So they're getting some just due, man. I'm eager to see what happens next. If they bring in Geechi Gotti, I'm eager to see what happens next, Twiz.
Yeah, facts, man. The sky's the limit, and it's great for the culture, man. And it's good to see these other leagues picking up and keeping the culture pushing. And it's good to see the guys with the bigger names coming and show love to the next battle rapper that could be hot but might not have as much exposure. You know what I'm saying as the top dogs.
Man, I want to see Geechi Gotti versus Cassidy.
Geechi do Cass in. Shout out to Cass, man. I ain't
Yeah,
gonna
that's
be
what we need to see.
I,
That's what
I
we
ain't
need
gonna
to
be
see.
biased. I ain't gonna be biased on that one.
That's what we need to see. You know what I mean? Because that's one of the things, like, when Sue Surf and Geechi Gotti battled, a lot of people said it was a draw. But I say, look at what happened after that battle. Sue Surf skyrocketed.
True.
Geechi Gotti, I mean, he was consistent. He was consistent, but Sue Surf became the superstar. Just my
True.
opinion.
True. That's a fact. And we have yet to see what Cass is ready to come with. Me myself, I want to see Geechi and Easy. I want to see Geechi and Easy, man. I want Geechi to step in front of Easy. I know that's going to happen down the line somewhere.
Oh shit. Oh shit. They're saying I just looked it up. Maybe on RBE. Maybe
It
on
might happen
RBE.
on RBA.
Maybe. We'll have to wait and
RBE
see.
be pushing. They be trying to make Jones happen, man.
Yes.
RBE definitely, and they do them YouTube drops.
Yeah, man, they're bringing something to the table. That's why they are the number two.
Facts.
They are number two for sure, man. But y'all, I appreciate everybody joining us for the live stream tonight. Twiz brought this to my attention. Twiz is from Philly, so he hit me like, "Yo, Mikey T, they're talking about you in Philly," and I was like, "Yo, Twiz, what's up?" He's like, "Yo, Geechi Gotti said your name in this battle." I'm like, "What?" So I actually hit Geechi Gotti up, man, and I was like, "Yo, Gotti." I was like, you are one of the most acclaimed battle rappers. We've actually done an interview in the past. So honestly, no diss. I respect your craft, man.
Yeah, man, and that's just how they carry it. Like T-Top said, man, that's just part of the battle rap game. But it's still exposure. You know what I'm saying? So look
Right.
all his way and put that in this joint right there. And that's how the crowd reacted to that. That might have been one of his biggest joints on there because they went crazy when he said that.
He should have brought me out, Twiz, right? He should have brought me out. Like, why not
Well, with
bring me
that,
out?
well, with that, it depends on the sentence. You know what I'm saying? That Geechi brought it up, but he still don't want to see nothing escalate. You know what I mean? They still was outside in the middle. You know what I mean? Certain things, certain scenes is cool to do all that stuff. But regardless of what they say when they do these raps and stuff like that, don't nobody want to see nothing happen. You know, things getting escalated or something like that. So, you know, I think that was the best way for him to do it. I don't think he should have brought you out in that, you know, in that particular setting.
I would have went out though. I would have went out. We could have.
I know you would have went out.
We could have pieced it up with everybody. I could have got my shine out there. You know what I mean? If you're gonna shout
Yeah.
somebody out, because a lot of
If
battle rappers do that nowadays. Twiz, they
if
bring people that they're shouting out on stage with them.
if you would have came out there, the crowd would have went 100 times more crazier. And at the same time, like you said, it could have been, you know, a time to patch it up. You know what I'm saying? To
Exactly.
patch up y'all past differences and talking, because even before any of that happened, you Moss and King Erna, y'all all networked together before. I mean, you brought China Mac out there, you know, so it was some type of love before, you know, y'all had y'all altercation, and a lot of times a conversation can, you know, push everything to the side. And there's difference between maybe talking to somebody through the phone or talking to somebody on live. So, you know, that would have been a good situation. But I feel like somewhere in the future, you and Leak Moss gonna end up patching it up, and it's gonna be something that, you know, y'all gonna put it behind y'all. And you know what I'm saying, like they say, when things happen in the past and things get pushed in the future, y'all can end up laughing about it together. You know what I mean? Because it was something small, man, and that type of stuff happens every day, man.
Yeah, man. And just I put it out there as well because sometimes like people might be like, "Oh, why would I invite him out? He might take it as disrespectful." Why, you know what I mean? Like Mikey T doesn't do stuff like that. That's why I want to put it out there as well. You know what I mean? I'm totally comfortable doing things that pertain to the industry like that. You know what I mean? So Twiz, you want to give your drops, man? Let everybody know where they can contact you. Everybody watching, I'm going to put Twiz's name in the description. My name, Instagram is in the description of this video. If anybody wants to follow me, I'll follow y'all back. You already know it's Mikey T, the movie star.
Yeah, man, it's SB Twiz, the Hood blogger, man. Tuning in with my brother Mikey T, the movie star, report card radio, live familiar. Man, you already know how we carry it over here, man. Once again, happy Father's Day to all the fathers, man. Hope y'all enjoyed the content, man. Stay tuned. We got more fire on the way. Y'all can check my YouTube channel out at the Hub
The Hood
Blogger.
blogger.
You know what I'm saying? The Hub Blogger. I got a lot of fire content coming up too, man. I got some things in the making. I ain't gonna say no names because sometimes when you mention things and it don't happen, you be looking crazy. But I got some things in the making. If you didn't tune into my channel, man, tune into it. I got interviews, you know what I mean, a short film out, and you know, I talk about numerous topics and things of that nature. Yeah, I mean, so just tune in, man. YouTube at the Hub Blogger, Instagram _Twiz215. Much love and respect to everybody. Stay safe, man. Report card radio, live familiar, man. You already know how we carry it.
I hope everybody enjoyed their Father's Day, man. We'll see you on the next episode.
Definitely.